Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the main intention of this channel is to make technical concepts understand in a very simple and easiest way. So in this session we are going to understand regarding what is this power or electric power. So what is this electric power? We will let us quickly start with the session. So what is this power in generic way if you want to understand? So power is nothing but rate of doing work. So what is this rate of doing work? Rate, once I say, as I already told you, rate means something with respect to time. So that means doing work with respect to time is nothing but power. So let us try to understand power in a generic way. A and B are two persons, and A is able to do specific work in a specific time, and B is also able to do the same work in some other time with respect to time if we want to calculate. So if we want to find out or calculate what is A's power and what is B's power, then definitely we have to calculate with respect to time. So in specific time, how much work is done by A and how much work is done by B, we have to calculate, and then we can say that who is more powerful in terms of doing work. So in that way we have to calculate the power. So now I hope we understood regarding with the generic definition of power. So power is nothing but rate of doing work. Okay. Okay, so now what is this electric power? So if we want to define the power in terms of or electrical domain, so what is this is the generic meaning. So what is this electric power? So electric power is again the rate or per unit time. Rate means with respect to time, as I told you, at which electrical energy is transferred by an electric circuit. Means the rate at which electrical energy is transferred by the electric circuit is called as power. So let us quickly understand this with the help of this circuitry which I am trying to show you now. So consider only the first circuit which I am pointing now, then we will try to analyze the second circuit. So in the first circuit, what we can see is some current is flowing named as I here, and voltage is there which is plus and minus, means this is power is absorbed. So that how we will try to remember, like what is this, either this is power absorbed or this is power delivered. So now I will tell you the difference. So if we want to calculate the power of this circuitry, what I have to do is P equals to VI. Okay, so P equals to VI is the formula to calculate the power, because voltage and current multiplication gives me the power. Okay, why this occurs? Because voltage is the driving source for current. So with respect to voltage, depending on voltage, the current flows in the circuitry. So that's why we have to multiply P equals to VI. So P equals to VI is the power absorbed. Now we will try to understand the second circuitry. At the end, we will conclude why it is power absorbed here, why it is power delivered in the other circuitry if we consider. So now forget about this first circuitry. Now only consider about this second circuit, which I am highlighting now. So in this circuit, so I is the current which is flowing through this circuit, and V is the voltage across the circuitry. If we want to calculate the power, either power absorbed or delivered, that we will conclude in at the end. But for time being, I want to calculate the power across the circuitry, so I will use the same formula which we used in the previous circuit. So P is equals to minus VI. So now why minus VI is there? Minus VI is there because if you see the current is, if you see clearly here, okay, it is clear. So I is the current and the direction of the current is opposite to the direction of the applied voltage. Okay, so this is the positive and negative, and it is flowing not from positive. Current actually should will flow from positive to negative of the battery, but here the situation is reversed where current is flowing in the opposite way, which is expected. So hence the minus sign indicates this. So what does this minus sign indicates in the circuitry is minus sign only indicates the direction of flow of current. So with respect to direction of flow of current is opposite to the direction of the applied voltage, we can say. So that is why this minus sign is there. Okay, so now we will try to come again to the first circuitry. So in this circuit, what is happening is current is flowing in the direction of the applied voltage, means it is flowing as usual, the normal scenario, positive to negative current is flowing. So there is no change. I mean, the sign is positive. Positive convention is used here. So that is the reason we can say that it is positive in approach. P is equals to Vi. And here P is equals to minus Vi only because of the direction of current flow is opposite to the direction of the applied voltage. Okay, I hope now it is very clear. Now I will tell you like why this is power absorbed and why it is power delivered, or how to come to conclusion that the power is absorbed by the circuitry or it is delivered by the circuitry. Okay, so now quickly we will try to analyze. So if we understand the power absorbed here, why we can say is here based on sign only you can try to easily understand whether the power is absorbed in the circuitry or delivered by the circuitry. Okay, so P is equals to Vi. Is it positive or negative in the first circuitry? Positive. So positive means the power is absorbed. Because see, power is something. If V is some value, let us take with the real time experience. So V is some 2 volts and I is 2 amps, so it is P equals to 4 watts. Okay, so power is that we will try to cover, the unit I will try to cover. So P is equals to 4, whereas in the second circuitry P equals to minus 4 because voltage is 2, current applied is also 2 amps. So P equals to minus 4 watts, and here in the first circuitry P equals to plus 4 watts. In the second circuitry P equals to minus 4 watts. So P equals to plus 4 means voltage power is absorbed, means power is gained by the circuit. If P equals to minus V 4, I mean minus value is there, means power is delivered or power is given, dissipated, or the power is given out by the circuitry. Okay, so I hope it is very clear now. So P equals to positive value means it is nothing but power is absorbed by the circuit. It is gained by the circuit. But P equals to minus value if we get, then power is dissipated or power is delivered or power is given out by the circuit. Okay, so I hope this is very clear now. Now we will quickly move towards the SI unit of power, which I already told you. The SI unit of power is watt. Here we got plus 4 watt. So in the same way, the power is represented by watt, or the one more unit of watt is 1 joule per second. Okay, 1 joule per second. Why joule per second? As we have defined here, standard unit is watt, but we can always define in terms of joule per second. Why we can define joule per second, I will tell you. So rate of doing work, as I told you, work, what is the SI unit of work? Joules. Work is measured in terms of joules. So rate means, as I already told you, it is with respect to time. So watt, that is, sorry, the 1 joule per 1 joule per second, because the standard unit of work is joule and standard unit of rate, that is time, is seconds. So joule per second is the unit of power. I hope it is very clear now. So now this is the basic understanding about the power in detail. Okay, so now we will have to quickly remember few important conclusions about this power, which is very helpful for your competitive examinations or and your understanding or analyzing purpose also. Okay, so what are those points? So algebraic sum of power in a circuit. Okay, algebraic sum of power in a circuit at any instant of time must be zero. That is sigma p, summation of power is equals to net sum of power must be equals to zero. So algebraic sum of power in a circuit means this is only a small circuitry which I have shown you now. Suppose a circuit is very big where power is coming out or absorbed in various sub circuits or there are many circuits within the circuits. Okay, so in that case the algebraic sum of all the powers at any instant of time, if you measure, the sum must be, or the summation must be, 0. So why this is? The second point is again interlinked with the first point. So we'll try to understand slowly the second point. So law of conservation of energy must be obeyed in any electric circuit. So because of this, the first point is the conclusion. Okay. So law of conservation of energy. What is this law of conservation of energy? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it, however, it can be transferred from one form to the another form. Okay. So hence, in any electric circuit, okay, in any of the electric circuit, if you take, law of conservation of energy must be obeyed, and it will be obeyed. Okay. So because of this law of conservation of energy, the theory, so the first point we can easily conclude. So that is, algebraic sum of power in a circuit at any instant of time must be 0. So this is about the important point. At any circuit, if you want to calculate the algebraic sum, directly you can say it is 0. Okay. So law of conservation of energy must be obeyed in an electric circuit. This is also very important point to understand and remember for any examination point of view, or competitive examinations, or interviews, or even lab viva questions. So this is about all about the power. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not yet subscribed, and press the bell icon to get the latest updates notifications, because this is very important. And if you want me to cover any of the topic related to electronics or electrical or physics, okay, in general, so please do subscribe, please do comment in the YouTube comment section. Okay, I will definitely try to cover it in the next upcoming sessions. So till then, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.